Hey, yo, catharsis.
Yo,
Say word.
word. I spit because each verse is therapy, granting me serenity in a world of despair, metaphorical antidotes designed to restore and repair. My lyrics are just as vital as my blood flow. Enlightenment to your spirit is the seed I'm trying to sow. I spit for those who are unable to speak. It's their hearts and minds I'm hoping my terminology will reach. I spit because time doesn't heal all emotional lacerations, and from this waking life, I sometimes need vacations. I spit because I'm not just a performer, I'm an artist. And to be able to craft verbal sculptures, that's a gift I was given. I don't spit for recognition. I spit because it's my God-given mission. So say word.
Word.
This is that heavenly scent. There's no way you can defeat them. My ancestors died and they marched for my freedom. The sense of royalty I stand. Repping the kingdom, that's my plan. I'm an example of positive progress and change, but I had to free my mind from shackle and chains. When it all falls apart, choices have to be made. So I speak blessings on my people like it's nothing to say. All things fluid, so I'm no longer being concrete. It's so amazing being a part of Power Lines poetry. All about success and paychecks, so check. Let's run it, Mr. Misunderstood. I'm just being honest.
Butter So Fly does not write. I flutter on pages. Looking for liberation, I use my words to unlatch cages that have been locked for far too long. I flutter to tell the truth. The way I see it, when I flutter, I right wrongs. Listen to my songs. Find your tune and blend. Don't it move you like Mahalia, like a rushing wind? See, I flutter to reveal what deceivers keep concealed. I flutter as high as I can because there are snakes slithering in the fields, but they can't touch me. I'm on a whole different level. Flapping my wings so fast, I have no time to play with the devil. See, I flutter to where my words are not just words. They become something special. So I offer you this gift, a sacrifice. Do with it what you will. Use this as your lifeline. When you're empty, use it for your vessel to fill to the brim. Flutter to the only thing that you can see is him. With the beauty of a peacock and the wingspan of a bird, Butter So Fly is always fly when she flutters. Say word.
Word.
We are warriors from different tribes, so I chakra my chakras. I want you to catch these vibes, because yes, we are proud, and yes, we are strong. This poetry, it's our battle cry, it's our song, so we shout it out to the top of our lungs. We are our galaxy, call us Samsung. This melanin silk blankets bodies like quilts, so hold your head high for our ancestors don't die. It's okay to be weak, and yes, it's okay to cry, but never give up on yourself, for you rely, because we are kings, queens, and life within itself. So cherish your life, liberty, abundance, and health. Say word.
Word. In this day and age, reach out to your strong friends. You never know what they're going through. We need each other much more than you know. So when I glow, you glow. Let me encourage you. Don't be afraid to evolve into the best you ever. The cheat code is in your DNA. With vibranium in your veins and melanin popping severely, there's no obstacles you can't overcome. The road to success begins with the first step. So lace your shoes up tight and get ready to fight. And when the battle's been won, stand tall and victorious, because ain't nobody better than us.
I say good afternoon. All right, so the acoustics in here are absolutely awesome, and I know we are doing a virtual, socially distanced version of Shock Therapy Sunday, but again, we still, even if it's just us, we still need that energy to give everyone who is watching, who is here, a good show. So when I say good afternoon, I'm gonna need to feel it when y'all say it back. So I'm gonna try it one more time. Good afternoon. I say good afternoon. All right then. My name is Roz, aka Catharsis, the poet of Power Lines Poetry, and welcome to our virtual version of Shock Therapy Sunday. Before we get started, first we want to thank the Alabama Contemporary Art Center for sponsoring this event and letting us hold it here. So y'all give them a round of applause. Also to Jeremy, aka Sir of the 2020 Podcast LLC, for coming out and filming this event. Give him a round of applause. All right, so we have some amazing poetry for you today, and we hope that you guys enjoy it. We have definitely missed performing it for you. We're going to do a couple of rounds. We're going to get started with some familiar poems. I think some of our signature pieces. Then we're going to come back around with some new stuff for you. So new stuff. New stuff. All right then. So I guess I'm starting off. All right. Let me take off my glasses so I can hear. So one thing about me and my poetry, I was given the name Catharsis, and people told me that it's because they felt like when I performed, it was a release. And I can't think of a better poem to perform that is a release for me than one that I wrote about finally becoming comfortable in my own skin. So I call this my truth. You just ain't met the right man yet. He just ain't doing it right. Does this mean I get to watch? But you too cute to be all these questions and statements coming at me on a regular basis because it seems like my gay always needs an explanation like, why isn't I understood that this is who I've always been? And I'm no less of a woman simply because my preference is not men, see. As early as age 12, I knew what crush was at first gaze. Preferred Tabitha to Tony, and to this day, I can still tell you what she looked like in her ROTC uniform. She was 5 foot something, mocha skinned, and the perfect blend of Lisa and the real Roxanne. And that one time I overheard her singing All Cried Out, I instantly became her biggest fan. I swear she had a glow about her. Maybe that's why whenever she walked by, there seemed to be a light around her so bright that it would blind me in that crowded school hall. But reality was that cement wall I hit face first whenever she looked in my direction. Embarrassment and fear shone in my reflection, and all I could do was pray that nobody saw me, even though I never felt more exposed. See, these feelings I was having, I knew I'd never be able to disclose because it really wasn't normal. At least that's what I was told. Had me feeling like I was the only one in the world. Here I was, a girl that liked other girls in the go together kind of way. And it scared me, had me petrified to the point where I felt like I could have died from the shame of it all. So I spent years of my youth denying my own truth while depression and confusion followed. In and out of relationships that left me feeling nothing but hollow. Tried hiding my insecurities by masking it with hetero promiscuity. Was hoping that each one night stand would eventually take the gay out of me, but sleeping with him while visualizing her was no longer satisfying me because my reality was that I was a lesbian. And confirmation for me came on that first kiss. See, on a woman's lips I found solace, and everything about her was all things divine. Paradise for me is when I get to hold her and feel her heartbeat next to mine. So I need you to understand something. There's not one thing about a man that is ever going to change or fix me. I'm not broken, and no, I'm not some token for you to watch or you and your girl to have threesomes with. My sex life is not here for your entertainment, yet it seems like that's the only way it's accepted. And then there's the whole, oh, she must have been molested or some man must have did her wrong. I swear to God, the arrogance is absolutely astounding. Do you realize how ridiculous you are sounding? Like you honestly believe that my personal being is wrapped up in some toxic masculinity. Trust me when I tell you there's not one part of me that has any type of penis envy. I'm just saying, just because I look fly with a fresh fade and a 3-piece suit doesn't mean it should be seen as a threat to you. Just handle your business with your woman, and I swear to God, she'll never look in my direction. Perhaps you need to look at why this is so deeply ingrained underneath your skin, and to answer the question I know you're about to ask. No, I don't hate men. I just hate stupid stuff. The chance to live in my own peace. So for God's sake, Can I just be me? Thank y'all.
I plan to do this often, so my appearance has got to be stellar. Many problems can you solve them, like monetary funds or whatever. I'm about my business vision, I see it, yet it seems to be far off. But I'ma walk it like I walk it, talk it like I talk it, like an allergy patient with no call. So what you saying, bro? See, on this walk I am getting refined. Take my hand, we've got plenty of time. Just take a listen and we will go. Like we'll be taking off before you realize it, you know. So what you saying, bro? I keep yelling broke, but I'm so full of life. See what you don't know, I'm in search of the light. I'm in such a hurry, giving all I got. And all I keep thinking is, when will it stop? When it rains, it pours, it leaks, it floods. Time to unwind. Has time slowed down, or am I just in front of? They didn't think that I would find out. But I'm in my zone and now I'm stepping out. So what you saying, bro? Well, I'ma end it and kick it like this. If you ain't know, you can't bother the kid. I'm down the ride, catch me in the wind. And maybe we'll save some souls in the end. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Hey, y'all. You know, help me. Wait. Hey. Hi, everybody. I'm not going to touch this anymore. I've been angry with you for so long that I lost all faith in you, your ability to lead in who you are and what you do, because time after time, you bailed and failed me. Like an exam you didn't bother to study for. You didn't see the importance in reading my pages, and your disrespect came for me in these dramatic stages. And my hurt is a joke to you. Like wild stallions loose from a stable, you'll drag Megan for speaking her truth. But we excuse Tory's abuse and we blame it on youth. Yes, boys will be boys until they are not. I could offer you heaven, but my anger is hell hot. So yeah, I'll call you names. No good, worthless, ain't. The day I began to love you, I regretted it. I doubted you could ever love me the way I needed to be loved. I grew tired of you, of the theme parks, of the back and forth, stomach and knots. I cursed your existence, and now we're at this plateau where the hunting of you is persistent. I wonder, can we fix this? Can we move past the hurt and forward into progress to clean up this mess we created when we allowed confusion to creep in? I mean, really get into the thick of it, to the root of our problems. I swear I'm trying to solve them, the equations of how we went so wrong so fast. I'm trying to find the love. I'm trying to retrieve our treasure from the mud, because we don't have much time. They want pieces of you, your flesh, your blood. They want you for the same reasons that I do. They see you, the authority you possess in your stride, the strength you try to lock in the holster but cannot hide. You and your beautiful black are the basis of everything. Boy, you shine. And you give the world its color and its depth. But because they can control you, they orchestrate your death. They hate you for the same reasons I love and fight you. The mystery behind your eyes, we just can't put our fingers on. You are a beautiful, out of reach surprise. And because they can't get near you, they fear you. Fingers on triggers at routine traffic stops. Lynchings disguised as policing. Strange fruit has always been America's biggest crop. So you know what? Let's not fight. Not tonight. Just let me love you. Let me lower my guard long enough to show you I mean you no harm. Wrap you in my arms and bless you with sloppy kisses and careful prayers, because the world hates a black boy's joy. But let me show you how much I care. I care for the wholeness of you, the wholeness of your mind and your body and your spirit. I need you. I need you. I need you to hear it. Black man, you are loved. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God. Wait, I don't think we're supposed to say under God anymore. Indivisible. We kind of divided. With liberty and justice for all. Justice? I thought you said it was just us.
I recollect the day that I came into this world. Not literally, but figuratively, boys and girls. See, I was born into a world so innocent and pure, unknowing to the fact that there would be no cure for this disease without an antidote. Terminal is my hope, so the only thing that we can do is cope. See, I was injected with melanin for the span of my life, so I was handicapped from birth without a chance to fight. Dilapidated hues dance beneath my skin, and I owe it all to the people that I call my kin. My father's skin was the color of cocoa, majestic like the kings of Kemet, but these people we tend not to know. My mother was a queen with skin of bronze, and together they birthed the prince that looked to bring about a renaissance. But little did he know that it would be so hard. So now he just walks and talks with God. And sometimes I have to pause and embrace the applause, and I ask myself, are these the reasons that we have worked so hard? To be accepted and to be united and made to feel strong. And it's the home of the brave, so we beat our chests like King Kong, but don't get too comfortable, because 3 strikes and you're out. Well, we were kind of born with them already, so we're out here to scout our position in this battlefield, because being young, black, and male, things are about to get real. And they act like a knife and a gun are automatic, apparently. And a thug or a criminal is all that you can be in a society that tells us that we can be anything that we want to be. So bring your hopes and your dreams, but don't let them be seen. Just give us the ideas and we're going to take the credit. We're going to destroy yours and we're going to take you with it. So educated or ignorant, you'll owe us either way. So let me introduce you to John Doe and Sally Mae and Mother America. Murderer of my innocence. Freedom of speech and common sense deliver me from ignorance and ignorant things that ignorance brings, like justified genocide, but it's the home of the free, right? They tell you to go back to Africa. Mother Africa, red, black, and green, represents the blood, the pride in the land, and somehow we landed in between and we got adopted by the home of the free. So welcome to the United States of Anarchy.
I pray for the days where things are really okay. Simply saying I'm okay to those who ask is a total lie. We guard our lives because it's so hard to determine who cares versus who's nosy. We don't want folk to worry or dig deeper, keeping the lid on the rabbit hole and saving them from themselves. I pray for the days of abundance and clarity, sunshine and prosperity, blessings and order, love and happiness. I pray for the days of pain and aches not radiating through my body, aches waking me in the middle of the night, and heartbreak visiting my doorstep. There should be so much more to life than work and death. I pray for the days when my pen hits the floor and my mind goes blank. My words manifest and create a message for the world to hear. Let it ring loud, clear, and true as mics boom at the sound of my voice. I pray for the days where distance is not a factor, money is not an option, and love is more than a verb. I pray for the last days of racial injustice, police brutality, and sexual assault. Our voices will be heard, not silenced. I pray for the days where people drink water, mind their own doggone business, and enjoy life without fear. I pray for the days of I'm not like the rest being more than just an empty phrase. I pray for the days where, goodness. I pray for the days of someone heaven sent who sees my raw awesomeness, my broken mornings, my brilliant mind, my depressed evenings, my best selfies, my sleepless nights, my notebook filled with joy and sorrow, my heavy-chested laughter, my tear-stained face, and stays. I pray for the days of communication and common sense to come back in style. I pray for the days of boys will be boys, not cleaning his bloodstained sins and wickedness away. I pray for the days of America just being fair because it'll never be great. I pray for the days where hate and ignorance are buried deeper than my mother at Pinecrest. I simply pray for the days, I pray for the days, I pray for the days of greater. Amen. You know, typically this is the part where I ask, y'all still with us? Oh gosh. All right. So we hope that everybody who is tuned in and watching is enjoying what you're seeing. And so we're gonna keep it going. I drew a blank. We're gonna keep it going.
I've been on this slave ship, out here slaving, hard as pavement. We just want to be free. We just want to be free. I don't want to be torn from family, trapped in slavery, human chattel, we're branded for eternity. Branded for eternity.
A mother of three, only to have my children torn away from me. Sometimes I wish I weren't able to give birth. Tell me, what are their lives worth when they're treated no different than cattle? This battle is one they inherited, but not one they should have to fight. Being being born without basic human rights, souls stolen away like a thief in the night.
I continue to pray that what's wrong becomes right. My God, dragged from the Clotilde, built by Bet, ventured into uncharted territory and made to be vetted. I watched my babies dragged off of that auction block. Charred flesh under the noonday rays so the sounds of the sizzling won't stop. Auctioneers ramble off numbers ridiculously fast, all the while wondering how much longer I can last, but I continue to march because I have no choice. These shackles get heavier as I start to lose my soul. Shipped off to market one strong black buck, all the while massive shenanigans run amok. Fast forward thinking a lot. Our ancestors with little resources do extraordinary things.
And as long as I have my dreams,
You cannot take my voice away from me.
nor my heart, my dignity, and definitely not my pride. And even though a segregated South is where we reside,
Still, we will rise from the plots of African town where our ancestors now lay. Inspiration to our city that we recognize to this day with the likes of Hank Aaron,
C. First Johnson,
Vernon Crawford,
James Reach Europe,
James A. Franklin,
Michael Donald,
T.N. Harris,
Wallace Turnage,
John L. LaFleur,
A.N. Johnson,
Michael Donald,
T.N. Harris,
Satchel Paige,
Dave Patton,
Dr. H. Roger Williams,
James Finley,
Cujo Lewis, and Major General J. Gary Cooper, who became the first African American to lead infantry into combat. All of these people who showed us how proud it is to be black. You don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been.
As a community, we must understand that entrepreneurship is key because as far as I can see,
We are still on this slave ship, out here slaving, hard as pavement. We just want to be free. We just want to be free, free, free. Thank you. So, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, once again, we thank you for tuning in to the return of Shock Therapy. It's been a while since we had a Shock Therapy Sunday. If you do enjoy what you're seeing, or hearing, or whatever you're doing to vibe with us, we are taking donations. Like we said, we didn't want to charge for the link. It is a free stream. However, we do have a Cash App at the $, Powerlines Poetry. Powerlines Poets will pop up as the name. So please, if you're feeling generous and you're enjoying what you're listening to, seeing, experience, and all that good stuff, give us a shout. Now, back to the second half of the show with Catharsis the Poet.
So, last round, I told y'all my business. I'm gonna do something nice. Nice. Talking about lerv. Yeah. They was in lerv. I'm silly. Oh gosh. Y'all, okay, so I was asked to commission a piece for a wedding, and that was probably like I was so honored. Like I can't even put it into words, because to know that I was a part of their union and they trusted me with that. So yeah, I read it at the wedding and I sent them the link, and I hope they're watching. I read it at their wedding. I was incredibly nervous because I didn't want to mess it up, but this is me doing it without the nerves and without the crown. But yeah. Oh gosh, I call this glances. Our beginning was not one you find in fairy tales. There was no eye contact in rooms that were overcrowded, and yet when others ask us just how did we come to be, we just glance at one another, we smile, and we tell them it was fate that intervened. Our devotion was not one that could be put into words, but rather witnessed by sight, like, I can't lay eyes on you and contain my smile. I start beaming when you speak my name, projecting a light that can be seen from miles. What we have is something far beyond lust or physical affections, an unlikely friendship of paths crossing while going in opposite directions, but no matter what, our roads always led us back to one another. So I guess this is what destiny feels like. We couldn't have pulled away from it, even if we wanted to. Looking back, I honestly had no idea I'd find my soulmate in you. You broke down my barriers, but you never left me unprotected. And you, I found my angel, and I'm never left feeling neglected. Together we can push through life's obstacles or any roadblocks in our way. I know that all I need is that one look from you that always seems to say, baby, I got you. And that's my superpower. It's kind of like vibranium, not easily penetrated by any form of kryptonite or infinity stone. With you by my side, there's never a fear of the unknown. Our love is Wakanda, meaning it's forever. And I never have to search again because you are my found treasure. I'm saying you are Jill Scott and Erykah Badu being played in high fidelity on a breezy, sunny Sunday afternoon. You are a sip of the finest bourbon in a jazz club with the keys of a baby grand playing perfectly in tune, my dear. You are flawless. And every day you wake up like this. And I just thank God for every moment with you, every embrace, every kiss. With you is where I only want to be. In your arms, my heart feels safe and at the same time set free. You are home to me, and you are all things magnificent.
So, there comes a time in everyone's life where you come to sort of a crossroad, and there are some decisions that you have to make. Either you allow the growth to happen, or you stunt it. This is my growth, and it's titled Redemption. I am face to face with you now, and I know you are not pleased. So I'll accept my punishment. All I ask is that you listen to me. I wasn't always like this. I used to be so full of life. But that day that he took you, I might as well have died. I'm a walking story of suffering. And I'll admit, I am tired. Grandma, it's been 27 years, and I still can't love now. My grandmother was prophetic. Everything she spoke came to pass. She was my superhero, the closest thing to love I ever had. In saying what I'm saying, I ask you to forgive me if I'm wrong, but I gotta clear my heart of these burdens so I can move on. Spent my life trying to gain acceptance. Gave everything but my soul to feel love. Yet they talked down on me, threw dirt on my name, wanted to see me down just because. It's a cold place when you are hated just because you tell them the truth. I've seen death face to face, homie. So you think I'm scared of you? Mental health is important. And he kept me from going absolutely insane. Face full of tears. Behind these shades hides a multitude of pain. I know this person that I am. My principles are solid. They do not play with me because they know just how I'm rocking. Most people fear the tangible. Well, I was in fear of change. How could one be afraid of that? Well, allow me to explain. People tend to play on your weakness, so I chose not to show it. Put up a wall, shielded my heart, and I prayed that I ain't blow this. I chose to only show that side to my king. You are deserving of my emotion. So I came to you for healing. For every adverse situation, there's redemption in the end. Keep walking, keep talking, keep praying, and ask for endurance from within. To go where I am headed, I had to be healed first. This is my evolution. Some would call it a rebirth. So here I stand, broken, needing molding, hands unsteady. I heard success was calling me. Well, you can tell him I said, now I'm ready.
I'm gonna need you because I can't be trusted with a mic. Beautiful, Delonte. Beautiful. It's shock therapy. Yes. Hey, now. All right. So I dedicate this to my sisters. They call us mean, ghetto, out of control, unable to grab hold of our emotions, so we beat people up. We are Bad Girls Club card holding members, and they figure that we're not women, but animals. Bitches in heat unleashed. We are playthings, defined by our bodies and our sex. Our flesh is a fetish. They even gave us our own category. Ebony Vixens. It's funny. It's funny they never mentioned that this is history on repeat. So welcome. Have a seat at the freak show because we are the main attraction. And this is only a fraction of the terror that Mama Sarah Bartman went through, the damage they inflict on our wombs. And because they don't listen, we hold our secrets in tombs. So there is no room for babies. They kill our babies. Work them in fields and place them in special ed. Shoot them down while they eat Skittles. 4 little girls dead. This is history on repeat. We breastfed your spawn while our cherubs starved and begged for a chance to thrive. We were raped in your mansions, swallowed screams and smiled only to survive. No wonder we snarl. And then you have the audacity to call us ugly, unattractive. But the fact is, you spend millions on the lips and hips that we were born with, built to bear nations, and here you go, offering up character assassination. No wonder we snarl, because the taste of this cup is bitter. You kill our sisters and then you call us unstable. Excuse me. Excuse us for flipping over your dining room tables that we set, but you say forget. To be satisfied with chalk-painted streets and the removal of Aunt Jemima. How dare you? That's just another slap in the face of a disenfranchised Black woman. And then you call us mean because we don't cry tears, but these are streams of gasoline, and we will watch this mother burn before we excuse your behavior, your savagery, and the blood that you spill. For we are the daughters of the queens you could not kill, and we want our mama's jewelry back. Every piece of it. Her very essence forged in gold. We want our inheritance, our birthright, every piece your great-granddaddy stole. So no, don't get it confused. This is not anger. We are tired. You provided the kindling, so don't be confused now when we start to ignite fires. Thank you.
Bro, I'm so mad I got to follow all y'all. Jeez. Hey, people.
Hi.
A nutritionist once told me, when you have a goal you want to achieve, that you eat for sustenance and not for taste, for a flatter stomach and smaller waist. Eat what you need, but never waste. But one day I had to ask myself, what do you tell the emotional eater? You know, the ones that eat to numb their pain, or the ones who are in relationships and happy actually have that little weight gain. What do you do when you need to feed your spirit? I'm not talking about religion. What do you do when you've given everything that you have to give to the saint who is also a sinner, but condemns you for your sins? They say you can't receive your food if your dinner plate is full, but if that's the case, then why do dessert plates exist? I mean, why can't I have my cake and eat it too? I mean, let's be real. What else do you do with cake besides eat it? I digress. I remember when I first felt myself unarming, planting these seeds, preparing for the harvest, praying for temptation to get rid of me as I witnessed my soul carving its life through God's garden. And I know that hearts are made for garden. But right now, my heart and my brain are sparring. One is charging, one is dwarfing. I am conflicted. So depression and anxiety take over my life, and I know that the remedy is to be free from strife. And honestly, I thought that true happiness was unachievable. It was just something that I deemed inconceivable. That was until I had a taste of you, and I realized I had been starving. But I became a glutton. And let's face it, once you've had steak and lobster, it is really, really hard to go back to cold turkey. Went from surf and turf to PB&J. You enjoy them both at different times of the day, but one is a snack and one is a meal. One is dinner, the other is a deal. But what have you ever gotten cheap that fulfilled more than heartburn and a doctor's bill? Because my nutritionist once told me, you eat for sustenance and not for taste. But I would rather starve to death than to have my appetite erased. Thank you.
So I've been given the task of writing a love poem, and my mind went blank for a while. My eyes turned to the home screen of my phone, and there he was, even just now earlier, a 5'9" chocolate teddy bear, my own personal M'Baku who fights for me even in my dreams. The fire in his eyes, broad, proud nose, plump, kissable lips, and perfect smile transferred me to another place, held to another lifetime where butterflies flirting in the morning light in Nigeria, wings slightly brushing against one another ever so innocently.
We came back to life sometime later as penguins in Antarctica. Upon first glance, we were in love for life. In a crowd of thousands, he always knew who I was. We were reincarnated into sequoias, standing tall and strong next to each other in Yellowstone, where sightseers marveled at our beauty. We flourished in Louisiana rice fields to become a source of nourishment to many. He wooed me on the grounds of the Taj Mahal as peacocks, spreading his gorgeous, colorful plumes. The next day, we were raindrops saturating the Sahara Desert. I blinked, and he was a Siberian husky nipping away at my paws, his eyes bright and playful as we frolicked through the snow. In Kenya, we were giraffes. He brought a tasty branch down to me so I could eat. He's always been such a perfect gentleman. His smile is brighter than 1,000 sunrises over the Serengeti. I get higher than skyscrapers in Dubai when he touches me. He cries tears of pure joy, filling the Mississippi to the brim every time we embrace. Tectonic plates shift and buckle in California whenever we make love. This ain't even a love poem anymore. This is just a love story waiting to be told. When I look into his eyes, he doesn't even know how much it means to my soul. I'm honestly in tears at the beauty of it all. He is modest, virtually unable to accept a compliment. See, he's a kind of fine that don't know he fine. I store my favorite pictures of him and exhale when I flip through his folder. He is my muse, my Dr. Feelgood, my motivator to keep pushing forward when all is lost and my hope is low. He is the reason why my pen moves, and even when he makes me mad as hell, it doesn't last long. One of these days, I'm gonna be all up on him like white on rice, and the rest of the world will stand still as we take that first dance, rock that first mic, and show the crowd how important, necessary, and intense Black love really is. To say I'll see you next time is an understatement. There's an entire universe left for us to explore together. Thank you.
I don't know. I feel like a whole lot of topics should be playing in the background.
I know, right? This is what happens. Okay. Oh gosh. Did y'all enjoy yourselves? Did it feel right? Fine.
I think it felt right fine.
Did it? Because they didn't say that it felt right fine.
Are you feeling right fine? I don't think we can hear you. I said, are you feeling right fine? Yes, I'm feeling right fine. People at home, are you feeling right fine? Hey.
Oh gosh. Thank y'all so much for the ones who tuned in, for the guys, for everyone who came. Thank you to the Alabama Contemporary Art Center for sponsoring this event. Y'all give them a round of applause. It's an absolutely beautiful venue, and I cannot think of better scenery to do this to. So thank you to them again. Thank you to Sir of the 2020 podcast for filming this event.
LLC.
20.
Please say the LLC.
Yes, I keep 2020 podcast. LLC. All right. So thank you to so many people for making this event happen. Shock Therapy Sunday is something that we really enjoy doing, and you guys allowed us to actually hold it here and be able to broadcast it. Stay tuned to powerlinespoetry.com for our upcoming releases as well as events. We have some really exciting things coming up. Hopefully we can get another Shock Therapy Sunday planned.
For sure. The Blend 3 is this Saturday. It's going to be at Flavors. Y'all make sure that y'all reserve your spots now. Multime Funk Band gonna be in the building. Power Lines Poetry is gonna be in the building. So it's all good and well for us to be doing these virtual shows. But yo, I'm telling you, if you missed that Power Line flavor up close and personal, this Saturday, Flavors Barn Lounge in Pritchard, Alabama, you need to check it out. We're gonna be there.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I did flavor and
Yeah.
at flavors.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's kind of dope. Bloop. He's a poet.
I ain't even know it.
Oh gosh. But once again, thank you. And yeah, we look forward to seeing y'all soon. That's exactly what you do.